So where do we start if there isn't? Well, where we start is not by bragging, not letting our ego brag about our successes, but instead, I believe, we have to start by beginning to honor our failures. In 1990, I left IBM to go work for one of my customers. And at the time, my mentor was a gentleman named Tom Leaptag. And I remember the day that I left, Tom stood there and he said, "Barry, you are a pretty good business person, but you know, you'll be a better business person when you have failed. You've had way too much success here at IBM. Every year you got promoted, every year you made more money." I thought Tom was just jealous. Here I was, leaving IBM. They were going to pay me double in my new job. They were going to give me my own office, teak furniture, a dark green high-back leather chair. I remember I was going to have my own assistant. Her name was Denise. I was excited. I didn't realize that Tom was actually foretelling my future over the next 5 years as I was fired from that company a year later. And as I said before, I went out of business in my first entrepreneurial venture, and I was kicked out of business in my second entrepreneurial venture. I learned a very important lesson. I learned that I could fail too. This was the first time I actually deviated after 10 years from the track that my mother had put me on, where every year I would make more money, every year I'd really get promoted. And this was really where the first time I came up with a title that I thought was going to be the title to my first book. I said I was going to call it, "The Worst They Can Do Is Eat You, Surviving Your Business During Hard Times." And where this title actually comes from is my best friend, his name is Zane Smith. He's a personal injury attorney right here in Denver. He always likes me to mention his name in case anybody hurts themselves on the way out. Sorry, Mickey. During these times, he would say to me, "Barry, remember, the worst they can do is eat you, and that's illegal." And I don't know. That actually made me feel better. Knowing that they could cook me, knowing that they could stew me, but they couldn't eat me. I always felt, as a small business owner, I had another chance the next day. I could let go of whatever happened, and the next day, I could start fresh.